Good morning, welcome to NMS. So let's talk about the upper lower split and let's talk about what it's good for and what can be the downsides of it. Okay, so first of all, the upper lower split is you divide upper, which is chest, back, shoulders and arms, and then legs on another day. Now the good thing about this split, especially if you're early, sort of maybe beginner or intermediate, it's good because you actually get to go and do more frequency on different body parts. And because you're doing more frequency on body parts, okay, you're repeating exercises more often and you're also learning those exercises better. And for people who are not sort of developing a lot of intensity yet, like you're training pretty hard, but you're not lifting bigger weights and you're certainly not, being able to hit failure as efficiently as someone who's been training for a long time and is advanced, you probably don't have the intensity where you're going to be as sore as someone who's more intense for as long as they are, okay? So what we then do is we go, okay, upper, lower, then rest, upper, lower, and then rest, and you're doing everything twice a week, okay? Now, what's the downsides of this split? Well, the downsides is that upper day, that's a huge day, okay? When you've got to do chest, back, shoulders, and arms in one session, you're talking about doing one hell of a workout, okay? Because you might do, say, 2 for chest, and you might do 3 for back, and then you might do 2 for shoulders, and then you might do 1 to 2 each for arms. You could end up doing 7 up to, 10 exercises in a workout. That's a lot of work, okay? Even for someone that's intermediate, that's going to be a long workout. Now, what do I prefer to do? I like doing upper and then limbs. So I take the arms from the upper day and I put onto the legs day. So I might have 7 exercises total for my upper body, and then I have my 5 for legs, and then I might have 2 for my arms, okay? 1 each for bicep and tricep. The virtues of that is that, now it's both workouts are very similar in length. And the other virtue is obviously, when you get to arms, you're not so fatigued, okay? Because, you could actually do arms at the beginning and legs at the end, and the arms will not fatigue the legs. So I actually prefer that split than I would to go and doing an upper lower split. But I guess it's up to you and what you believe is better for you. But if you look at it from a length of workout point of view, it's good. Where is also a downfall in upper lower split? If you're training quite intensely, by the time, even if you're doing upper and limbs, by the time you get to doing, say, shoulders, if you left them to the third body part in that workout, you're going to be fatigued. So I don't think it works for highly advanced people who develop a lot of intensity and take longer to recover. But I do think for intermediates it's quite good. But I also think it's good for people who are time poor and may only train 3 days a week. Then you could do upper, lower, upper, and then the next week you do lower, upper, lower. Okay? In that way, with those 3 days, you're hitting, everything about probably 3 times in 2 weeks, which is good. Okay? And so you get the frequency of workout, but you've also not having to train as often to get everything worked within sort of a training split, okay? So once again, upper lower split, good for intermediate, not as good for advanced, also good for people that are time poor, and the better alternate split to go and make sure the workouts are equal length is upper and then limbs, which is legs and arms, okay? That's all I want to say about that. Thanks for listening. Like, follow, share, subscribe, okay? If I can get more people viewing my channel, it makes my content more available to more people and they can be educated on the process of lifting and getting results maximally while lifting and eating the correct foods. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.